This is the Fresh CrEd, recorded at the 2025 IFPA Foodservice Conference in Monterey, California. Today, how workforce development can transform ag communities. For 10 years, Digital Nest has been helping underserved youth build careers in tech, marketing, and creative fields, right in the heart of farming regions like Watsonville, Salinas, and Modesto. From skills training to social media experiments, like the I'd Bite That campaign, their work shows how access and mentorship create opportunity where it's needed most. Stick with us for a conversation on building pipelines of talent, connecting Gen Z to produce, and why the future of fresh depends on more than farming. Digital Nest, let's get into it.
I am now being joined by Vanessa Parra, Maribel Garcia, and Fernanda Jordan from Digital Nest. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. So I've been reading up a little bit about Digital Nest. Seems like a great initiative. There's, I think, a pretty exciting story about how it all came to be. Y'all just celebrated a 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
Can you kind of give us the elevator pitch on what Digital Nest is?
Yeah. Digital Nest is a workforce development hub that helps underserved youth ages 14 to 24 land careers in the tech and creative fields. And we do that by providing different types of programs where they can learn both technical and soft skills to better suit them to find those type of roles.
So technical skills, are we talking about Excel, PowerPoint, those types of things? Is it hardcore curriculum like mathematics?
Yeah. So technical skills specifically in the creative industry. So it could be from design, digital marketing, web development, video production. So a lot of our members go off and find jobs with big companies like Adobe, Google, as well as local ad companies and local businesses.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's Digital Nest based?
So originally it started in Watsonville back in 2014. Since then we've grown and we have multiple locations. We have one in Salinas, Stockton, Modesto, and Gilroy. And we were very intentional where we opened up the centers. We decided to open them in predominantly agricultural communities because we've noticed that, again, the members we serve, they're Latinx, underserved youth. So we noticed that they lack resources and mentorship. And I know our CEO and founder, Jacob Martinez, he wanted to ensure that our youth had access to mentorship, resources, and things like that because they deserve that opportunity.
Yeah, it's a two-way street, right? So we've talked about this before where folks, especially young people moving into a career. When we have a friend who's been on the podcast, who's a professor at Texas A&M of the Ag Sales Department. She published a book called Launchers, and it's about career launching, where a lot of folks, I think, come into ag a lot by accident. If it's not like direct from a agricultural standpoint, like a grower or even sales or marketer, not realizing that there are all these different functions it takes to run an ag company, just like any other company, right? IT, finance, HR. So all those departments still need to be staffed. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. So it's a great concept for sure. I think it's exciting. Maribel, so how did you come to learn about the program?
Yeah, so funny thing, I always knew I wanted to learn more about marketing, and I was just job searching again, and I'm from Modesto, and in the area it's a little difficult to find opportunities for youth, or especially if you just graduated college. You're no longer a college student to get your typical internship.
Side gig or an internship?
Exactly. I was actually freelancing and searching for opportunities to, because I wanted something a bit more stable and just have a mentor with me. So yeah, I came across Digital Nest on Indeed, and then.
Really? How long ago?
This was exactly a year ago.
Oh wow, so a short amount of time.
It's been a year since then. Thankfully, they trusted me and they hired me on, and now I'm here doing cool things with them, learning learning about social media strategies and
That's awesome. And Fernanda, similar story?
No, so actually, I have been part of Digital Nest ever since high school because it
Wow.
caters all the way from 14 to 24. And so I took classes there. I took their coding class. I took their video class. I did everything basically. But ultimately, marketing was where I found home. And
It's the fun stuff.
yeah, you get to be creative and strategic. And that's what I love about marketing. And so, yeah, now I'm here. I got hired as an intern and I'm still in school, and the Digital Nest has really helped me land jobs, and just like they've taught me so much about career navigation.
So I'm assuming, well, it sounds like there had to have been an outreach component for you to learn about the program at such a young age, right? When you're in high school. What does that look like? What is that outreach?
So a lot of our, like I mentioned before, we have 5 different centers, and typically the center directors and their staff will go and reach out to the different high schools to let them know about our different programs. That way, if their students would like to join after school, they can. And all these resources are for free, so we don't charge anything, and we invite the community to join.
So if you don't mind me asking, from a funding perspective, what does that look like? I mean, is it, I'm assuming it's employer funded, like whereas your employer partners, right?
I'm not part of the development team, but from my understanding, they get a lot of grants, donations, different things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Huh. So after 10 years, I'm sure you have partnerships with significant companies around the state.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, some of the feedback is as to the importance of the partnership? I mean, I'm sure you guys, there's already a history of quite a number of companies supporting the program. What's the feedback you get?
So I think it's very important to have these type of partnerships, and we want to create some win-win opportunities where we form these partnerships where companies can invest in a diverse pipeline of talent and help educate our members and provide them with resources and different types of just knowledge, so that way we can provide them with some talented and creative individuals to help, and grow their companies, give back to the community, and just keep our jobs local, especially here in Salinas and the Watsonville area. It's predominantly agriculture, so we would love to be able to provide that.
And it's, I mean, I don't see it this way because I've been exposed to it for so long, but from the outside looking in, if it's somebody perhaps that's not as familiar with the ag industry, it's a very small world. It's a very tight-knit community.
Yes.
I'm assuming this is y'all's first trade show at this show?
Yes.
How about any other produce trade shows? Okay,
Not-
so this
not
is
yet.
very boutique in the sense of size and scale. They get really, really big. And IFPA itself puts them on. I mean, the global show in Anaheim is pretty mind-blowing. I mean, you could be there 3 days and not see it all. I mean, that's how big it gets. And that's not the largest in the world. It isn't actually, I don't know, there's some argument about whether or not it's Berlin, but for Logistica, there's a show in Berlin that's pretty amazing as well. You think about fresh foods, grown all over the world. So there are a lot of companies involved, and there's a ton of opportunity. Again, without somebody bringing it to light that there are these opportunities within produce ag production companies to fit every interest, right? For every need for any skill set, I should say. So Maribel, you said you were in Modesto?
Yes.
And Fernanda, where?
Watsonville.
You're in Watsonville.
Yeah.
So you're right here, close by.
Yeah.
I know Watsonville. I grew up in Gilroy, so if I want to go to Santa Cruz, had to go through Watsonville. Great town, haven't been there in a long time, but that's where the first
Yes.
office was?
Yes.
Huh.
Correct.
Next time we're in town, maybe we'll drop by Digital Nest.
Yes. Let me know, and I can give you a tour.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So you have students there, like
Yes.
so it's not just the headquarters, but it's the headquarters and their operations there as far as.
So in Watsonville, it's a little bit different compared to the other communities, because in Watsonville, we have headquarters and then our Watsonville Center. But in the other cities, it's one center that our staff work out of, as well as our members and our interns.
Interesting. Vanessa, how long have you been with?
I've been with Digital Nest for 2 years, but in my role for 5 months, I'm the digital marketing manager. My background is in marketing, specifically in the hospitality, tourism industry. I did do some food service, but mostly hospitality and tourism. But I've been with Digital Nest in a different role for the past 2 years, and we're building the marketing department specifically from scratch. And so we are really excited to be able to kick off our cohort with this specific project that we're working closely with the foundation.
Yeah, so I was actually going to ask about that. So you all are working on a project with the Foundation for Fresh Produce, but it's a social media experimentation?
Yes, correct.
Can you expand on that, or is it top secret?
No, I can talk
Okay.
about it. So the foundation reached out to us and they wanted to see if we can do some research and create a social media strategy to target Gen Zs in order for us to introduce fruits and vegetables and see what consumers are saying, because I know a lot of the different organizations want to know what consumers are saying. And we're still in the beginning stages of the campaign, but we've already started publishing. So those out there, if you'd like to follow us on Instagram or TikTok, it's called I'd Bite That. Right now, we're just testing and seeing what's working, what's resonating with Gen Zs, but it's been a really fun project to work on.
That's neat. Are y'all working on the project as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
The project?
Yeah.
Like around 2 months?
Okay,
Yes.
so it's relatively new.
Yes.
Is there like a finish line of sorts, or is this kind of just like a work in progress?
I don't know if we'll continue, but for now, I think we're doing it until December. We're just testing things out to see how it works.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that for our tagline. I'd bite that. That's awesome. Every time we eat something good, we'll have to post it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Going back to the students that you serve, are all of the jobs that they are funneled towards, per se, with ag companies, or are there also other opportunities outside of the ag industry?
So we partner with a lot of big tech companies like Adobe, Google,
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
then
right, you
also local businesses. But we are trying to partner with, again, local ag companies because we're right here, right? We're
Yeah.
part of the community. So it'd be amazing to be able to get our interns to work with these different companies.
It definitely makes sense. Anything that y'all saw during your trip here and during the show? You've been on the show floor, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Anything stand out that you saw that you weren't expecting?
The innovation of how they're using fruits and vegetables in recipes. I tried an avocado fused chocolate. I also liked the statistics that in the panel that they were showing that a lot of the research came from millennial females. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. And I also liked that there was there's not much insight about Gen X, but yeah, that the target audience seems to be females, millennials.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you see anything that caught
Yeah.
your eye in particular?
Oh, there were so many things. Obviously, the food was like my favorite part. Just taste
You're talking about the
testing.
samples, booth
Yes.
samples, all that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Yes, like the samples are my favorite. I can't lie. But yeah, and you know the social media, I'd like that. It's been a really fun project, and it's just really like coming here made me realize like how fun the food industry is as well, like in general, outside of social media, like the marketing, how creative they get with either the branding or just like the way they display. For example, I saw one of the booths, they were marketing I think they were condiments, but they were based on the
Periodic
table. Yeah. And I thought that was really creative and really fun. And you know, you can combine those condiments with whatever.
It's amazing people don't run out of ideas.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard about that one. I have to track that down. Fortunately, we get to do this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, we miss most of the show floor, so we're relying on secondhand information. So we'll have to track that down. But that's interesting. Did you see anything, Vanessa, that that perhaps maybe stuck out to you?
Oh, well, for me, I enjoyed the food as well, but what I really enjoyed was the information that they provided during the general session, going back on to the targeting female millennials and getting information on what they like, because I'm pretty much the target audience.
Mhm.
Everything they described, that's me. I felt like they were talking to me, where I care about eating more protein, more whole foods. I also enjoyed when they were talking about what they're doing for K through 12, because I have a daughter and I try my best to incorporate more fruits and vegetables in our meals. So all of that was really interesting.
That's great. So you'll be here the rest of the day. Y'all are gonna hit the show floor.
Yes.
Till you drop, I guess, right? It's still a couple hours to go.
Yeah.
Heading back home today. Well, you live pretty nearby.
Yeah.
So do you.
It's a commute.
It's a commute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But worth it.
long drive on a Friday afternoon. Well, I think the program's great. I'd definitely like to learn more about it. Definitely would love to get behind the. I almost forgot it already. I'd bite that.
Yes.
I'd bite that campaign. That sounds really fun. Any other goals the Digital Nest is working on?
Just trying to find more partnerships to be able, again, to help our underserved youth find job opportunities, especially right now. As you know, the job market isn't the best.
Sure.
So we definitely want to help them.
If we have either a member company, sponsor company, listener that's interested in learning more about Digital Nest, what should they do?
They can go to our website, digitalnest.org, or they can reach out to me, Vanessa Para.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll have some folks calling you.
Yeah.
Sounds like y'all are busy. Enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of the show. Thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate it, and we'll hopefully see you soon at another event
Great.
or
Thank
in
you.
Watsonville.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
So much.
Thank you.
That's Digital Nest, showing what happens when access and mentorship meet ambition. Before we go, 3 takeaways. Workforce development must start local to create lasting impact. Agriculture companies have a role in opening doors to tech and creative careers. Meeting Gen Z where they are, through social platforms, connects fresh produce to the next generation. Thanks to Vanessa, Maribel, and Fernanda for joining us. Series support: Wiggins Farms, IFCO, Little Bear Produce, Misionero, SunFed, Bourne Farms, and the International Fresh Produce Association. Follow and share this series.